Alrighty, guys, starting off with Konami, they have announced they will be releasing the definitive edition of Metal Gear Solid 5. The game will include the Phantom Pain and Ground Zeroes, as well as the DLC for both games for $49.99. The re-release will be available October 13th and will not touch the much-discussed Mission 51. Wow, could I have mush mouth that worse? It's terrible.
Wow.
The re-release will be available October 13th and will not touch the much-discussed Mission 51.
That is a bit of a tongue twister, I'm not going to lie.
That was
It doesn't roll off the tongue very well.
No.
When I saw Definitive Edition, I got very excited because I thought maybe on the off chance they might have caved to the pressure. But
Really? Wait, you got? I said I saw that and I thought, wow, the balls from Konami to dare call something the Definitive Edition.
especially when the creator of that product has been drummed out of the company.
Yeah, I think balls.
Yeah, that, you got a good point there, but I also kind of expected it. Like, I expected a combined version that had Ground Zeroes and MGS5 in the same package, because the original release for MGS5 had Day 1 edition printed on the box. Or release edition or whatever. So I'm like, there's gonna be another one.
Okay.
Like you knew that there was gonna be another edition of the game that was put out. So that part doesn't surprise me. So, I mean, I guess it makes me think a little bit more about Kojima's intention leaving episode 51 unfinished.
Right.
And, we had talked about this on the show. Like, if that was his intention and he was trying to deliver on a theme of a Phantom Pain for the players, that, I mean, I think that in some way that this supports this. And I really just wish, on the one hand, I wish he would come out and say one way or another what his intention was with episode 51. But at the same time, I don't. Because, like, David Lynch has never explained a single movie that he's ever put out, and he makes my favorite movies. And I feel like a creator explaining the thing that they make and explaining their intention takes away from the possible interpretations of it.
It's like when you explain the joke, no one laughs.
Yeah, a little bit. I think that that's probably a fair comparison. So, part of me wants to know, but part of me also is like, yeah, that mystery should be left out there forever. I don't know.
I want to know. I want to know.
I'm not surprised by that, Nika.
Nika wants the joke explained.
Well, I guess here's what it comes down to. So let's say it's like finding out whether or not the kid's a boy or a girl. Someone hands you the folder. Are you looking in it or are you not looking in it?
Yeah,
the answer's there. Do you look?
Do you have the ability to resist temptation enough to be okay with not knowing?
Nate, do you look?
No,
my
I don't.
If maybe follows along with my hopes for, I don't know, because like that thing is like when I do eventually have kids, I want to like keep it a secret. Then I have a party where I like reveal it to everybody. Okay, right? So like Metal Gear can like keep it a secret, and then they should just like blow it at some big grand moment.
Kind of like the Final Fantasy 15 release date.
It's tough. I am someone who can resist temptation. I know that because I have resisted it many times to be able to pursue my idea of what I think is fun. For example, right? I'm playing Pokemon Soul Silver right now. And the reason that I wanted to do that was so that I would have my lineup ready to go for Sun and Moon. Because, shockingly, and I can't believe that I'm about to admit this on the show or say this out loud, but Robbie was right. Oh my God. My God. I can't believe I said...
That couldn't have felt good.
He will never know about this anyways. He doesn't listen to
Yeah,
it.
he doesn't listen to the show.
I gotta throw up bucket for you.
He must never know.
Look,
I'll tell him.
He was right on a couple of accounts. First of all, he was right that Pokemon Go was a smash success. Second, he was right that the driver of interest in Pokemon Go was the social aspect and like that moment of like, dude, I was walking along and I found a Gyarados and holy shit. You know what I mean? Like that we've shared so many of those stories just among ourselves in our Facebook chat that we have as hosts.
Yep.
Like that's commonly like what our stories are at the end of the day. Like, dude, I caught 15 Kabuto today. You know what I mean? And
that's your story.
Yeah, that's
commonly my story.
That is my story, and it's an awesome story. But not only that, but like, you know, he was also right that the success of Pokemon Go has at least driven my interest in Sun and Moon. I wouldn't have said 3 months ago that I was even going to buy it. I wasn't even sold on buying it. I have it pre-ordered, motherfucker.
Oh my gosh, you're worse than I am.
I know.
After just last week talking about how much we hate pre-orders.
No, it was because of last week that I went in and pre-ordered it.
Really?
Was that sarcasm?
No. 100% truth. You want to know why? Because it's a cart. And I want to be able to play it day one.
I don't feel good about
it. Because you're right. You guys are absolutely right. You don't pre-order it. You walk in to buy it. 50-50 shot that they got a copy. Mm-hmm. I wanted to make sure that my copy was there day one. Because I want to.
Why you pre-order? Of course.
Exactly. That's why. So I mean, like, what a 180 I have done in just 3 months of pre-Pokemon Go to now post-Pokemon Go.
Wow, that's so next gen.
Yeah, actually.
You're a Nintendo fanboy, you know that?
Oh, that's...
How's that bubble
Yeah, how's that bubble feel? A little suffocating, is it? So tell us about the story of borrowing Robbie's Soul Silver cart.
Yeah, so anyway... Back to the point about temptation. So I borrowed Robbie's Soul Silver and his DS to be able to initially I had borrowed it to be able to do the evolution transfers, right? Like,
oh, so that's all you did, right?
No.
Oh, so you gave in to temptation.
No. Well, yes. Let me finish the story.
You lose.
So when I was looking at his PC box for like all of his Pokemon that he hadn't taken with him in his living Pokedex, which I know he's working on, I found a lot of really good stuff. There's a lot of really good stuff. There's a Mew in there. You know, like just I mean, like I was like, oh wow, this is really cool.
So you left those?
No, I took all of them because I asked. To be fair, I asked.
Oh, yeah.
I asked.
You didn't steal them?
No, I did not steal them.
They were willingly given.
They were given.
He would have stolen them.
No, I would not have stolen them. That would have been shitty. Because it took a lot of time to transfer all of those.
Yeah.
Okay? But in that collection of Pokemon, everyone knows how much I love Kabutops. That's the only Pokemon that I care about.
Oh,
right?
You like Kabutops?
Yeah, I do.
I didn't even know that.
I do.
Huh.
That's why I've been spending so much time catching Kabutos over at the Kabuto Nest in Oak Park.
You've been walking around?
Yeah. Oh.
How's that doing to your leg?
Actually, my knee is really fucked. I've been walking a lot. Okay. Anyway, my point being, there are 2 level 40 Kabutops on that Soul Silver and a level 1 Kabuto. But I had already done my due diligence early in the game because I knew what I was doing, and I knew that I wanted to carry this lineup on with me throughout the rest of the games. I had already farmed a Dome Fossil. I have one in my inventory. I've got 2 in my inventory. And I didn't give in to temptation and take the Kabutops or the Kabuto, even for the Dex entries. I said, no, I want to raise my own, because if I don't, what's the point? What's the point? I'm playing somebody else's Pokemon game.
That's not temptation.
Sure it is.
You already have one. Why do you need another one?
No, I have the fossil. I haven't even gotten to, Viridian
Cinnabar Island for that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it Cinnabar? Oh, Jesus.
I think it's Cinnabar Island.
Holy
you get
Christ.
to actually do that.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of work and time to put into it before I even get my level 1 Kabuto out of the fucking deal. But I want it. I want my name attached, because you can see it on the trainer card. I want my name attached to that motherfucker. Honestly, that's very real. I did not give in to the temptation of just having the Kabutops to use for the second half of my game. I'm at the part where you catch Lugia. I'm halfway through the game. I'm at the midway point. I've got a long way to go before I hit Cinnabar Island.
So how long did it take you to transfer all these Pokemon?
Like 3 days.
Jeez.
That's a long time.
It was all at work, though. It was all like during my work shifts.
Your job is awesome.
It's boring, mostly.
I'll trade you.
Yes, that is very comparable to knowing whether or not Mission 51 was supposed to be.
Boy, that was
Great.
a long way
You went
to
a
go
long
for that.
way for that.
But that's the kind of person I am. I will resist that temptation because believe me, I felt it.
but
I felt the
yeah.
I wanted it. I wanted it.
Yeah, but here's the thing: is you're going to get a Kabuto eventually. With this, you would never know.
You know, that's also a good point. But and here's the other thing that I need to concede to is that I also like to blame people a lot for things. Like
We've noticed.
I love to have. That's like one of the things in my life that I love. I love blaming people for things.
Mind blown.
And so I would love to have a definitive person to be able to blame for episode 51 if it was a catastrophe. If it was his contention, if it was Kojima's intention the entire time, that's fine. I'm okay with that. I can reconcile that easily.
Fair enough. Alrighty, well,
We're through our first news story.
back to the news.
Okay.
Following the success of Pikachu earlier this year.
We were out of the music bed. I thought, wait, did we not need to do this anymore? Oh, I'm sorry. It was such a good news intro. I thought we needed it twice.
Man, so not cool.
There, you have your music
You
back.
talked over the production.
Can you complain less?
You talked over the
I made a
production.
good point. God damn it! I had a good story.
Obviously.
Y'all go fuck yourself.
Great point about not succumbing to temptation when you just stole all of Robbie's Pokemon. Great story.
Not all of them. Just the
Just
ones
the ones that you wanted.
No, just the ones he didn't want.
Following the success of Pikachu.